only Instagram will work.
I love my little fishy. I love my little fishy as they swim about their home. I love my little fishy as they swim about their home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I have traveled the world over, but never found the peace that comes from watching my fishes as they swim about their home. My heart is happy and I am content to sit and watch them swim. I will not be alone while these fishies are in my home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.
Well, Heidi ho, everybody. Hey, Dina.
Hey, Father Fish, how's it going?
How are you?
Doing pretty good. Can't complain too much.
Come on up and join me. Listen, we want their little pictures. See, mercy, mercy.
We made it.
We made it, right? We sure did. La, ça va bien. SDC. Here we are again. One more time. One more time. That's all we need to do is one more time.
That's it.
Really. Let's see. I'm assuming by now everyone who is interested in Father Fish and everyone who has a natural aquarium has purchased their book, The Natural Aquarium, a complete guide based on the Father Fish method. I assume everyone has, since we have sold 72 copies in 2 weeks. So I don't know what people are waiting for. The price is not going to go down, and we're not going to be giving it away free, and there are not going to be deals on it. We are right now talking to a publisher who is very excited about publishing it and getting it into Barnes and Noble, Amazon Books,
That's awesome.
all the other large book distributors. And it will cost about $50. It's going to be an expensive book. It has over 300 illustrations. It will not be an audio book because we cannot do illustrations in an audio book. The ebook will be expanded continuously to link it with more and more resources on the web. Eventually, we see the book as being pervasive. Anytime anyone looks for anything having to do with aquariums, they will encounter the Natural Aquarium. So this is something that will become increasingly substantial and increasingly valuable and increasingly expensive because we cannot give it away for free. It costs a great deal of money to do this. It is not an inexpensive undertaking. I'm not going to go into numbers, but I will say that what we have spent to date is equal to a full-time salary of a mid-level employee. If that gives you, for a yearly salary for a mid-level employee, if that gives you any frame of reference at all. So don't look for getting deals on the book. Look for getting it quickly while the price is still low enough to make it affordable. And while you can benefit from it from this day forward, because I guarantee you, this is the most beneficial thing you will ever be able to procure in terms of a resource of information, of guidance, of support, a resource that will be usable in 1,000 ways. It is an extensive, substantial piece of work ranging approximately 500 pages. Not a little book. By comparison, Wallstead is, I think, under 100 pages or under 200. I don't remember. It's less than half the size, much less than half. So be forewarned. This is something that you will benefit immeasurably from. The people who are into it, who have looked at it, who are researching it, are overwhelmed by it. And not overwhelmed by how difficult it is, but precisely the opposite. How simple it is to understand, how easy it is to access, how clear it is to be able to get from one place to another, to use the many, many links that are already there. It is marvelous. It is stupendous. It is amazing. It is profound. It is significant. It is substantial. It is something you absolutely must have. And I'm saying this not as its author, because I am not its author. It has a number of authors, most of whom are research scientists who have done extensive research, who have had editors working with them to make it eminently readable to the average reader. So again, if you have not purchased the book, you are losing out on the very best resource you could possibly have. Don't do that to yourself. Don't deny yourself something that will benefit you enormously. But get it and do it now. It's only $29.95. That will give you all access to all future developments in the ebook as well.
Yeah, and the ebook offers a lot more than what a physical book can do, because all you got to do is click the links and it'll take you right to research papers and so much more.
As well as videos.
Yes.
You know, our long-term goal is to pervade the web with the material and with the book, to be able to link it in such a way that wherever you are on the web, wherever you are, there will be a way for you to simply and easily and naturally get to the platform that we're developing. We will be moving into many different venues with this. What we have discovered is that the platforms that exist now are constrained, are limited, and restricted by their owners. And we are participating in efforts that have been labeled Web 3 as a way of breaking out of those chains and making the web what it was intended to be, a resource for the common man, a resource that will make it possible for people to communicate, to learn, to grow, and to be a part of a global environment. So we look to bring what we're doing global. And the book is the first major step in that direction. Very well. Anna Black is saying that's a lot of money. Indeed, it is. And it has all come out of the income that we have earned by selling plants. All of it. The little bit of money that we get from Google does not even pay for the cost of producing the videos. It simply does not. It is a pittance. It is a pitiful pittance. It is a penny per 100 views. And on the shorts, a penny per 1,000 views. It is of no consequence, frankly, whatsoever financially. It is consequential in that we have reached large numbers of people, but there are many, many more we wish to be able to reach that the platform will not allow us to do so. So we're looking beyond it, looking for ways to reach well beyond the restrictions and the constraints of this and every other platform in order to reach fish keepers everywhere. We estimate right now we have been allowed to reach less than 1/10 of 1% of the total number of fish keepers that are simply on Google, on YouTube. Less than 1/10 of 1%. We want to be able to reach 100%. So we're searching for the means to be able to achieve that. Ken Welch is saying, I'm a newbie here. Let's get, let me scroll down here. Get the Ken's comment. Ready to set up my 125 and need some supplies. You want to go to fatherfish.fish, fatherfish.fish, and click on the store. That will open the door to being able to get everything you need to set up a natural aquarium, including all of the plants, all of the substrate, all of the equipment you will need to be able to have the best aquarium you will ever have, except for the next one you create.
Right.
Let's see. So let's get Ken a wrench. Let's see who else is here. Ken Welsh, welcome. Christian, if you will go to the Natural Aquarium at gmail.com, they'll be able to help you. They're dealing with this issue right now, and the resources are available to be able to help you get there. The Natural Aquarium at gmail.com. Oh, let's see. Morningstar Quaid saying, my plants keep dying. Well, you need to get on the Discord shoal, the Father Fish shoal, and talk to some folks there about what's going on so that you can, we can look at your tank, we can review how it's set up, and determine what the problem is. That's what we're there for, to help you deal with just those kinds of an issue.
And I've got the link in the chat.
A messenger with message, says Father Fish. I have an issue with my deep sand substrate. Don't use soil. So using lots of root tabs instead. My plants seem to be getting rotted at the bottom of this tank, and I've noticed smelling. Well, what you have to understand about root tabs is that root tabs are not nutrients for tanks. Mm-hmm. Root tabs are specific hormonal nutrient, hormonal minerals that trigger specific responses in the fish. For example, they may grow flowers, or they may grow leaves, or they may grow stems. That's all they do. And so they do not help the plant to grow naturally and normally. No fertilizer does. That's not its job. Its job is to promote a specific activity, a specific function of that plant's life. Typically, it has to do with fruiting or with leafing. Rarely does it have to do with stems. Never does it have to do with roots. So using fertilizers, if it is a fertilizer that is in a liquid form, it does not reach the root of plants. It only reaches the leaves of plants, which limits its ability to function and increases the potential for algae blooms in the water column. If it is a tablet form of fertilizer, it will impact the plants to increase their leaves. So you will get a flush of leaf growth, but you will not get root growth, not normal root growth. You will not get normal stem growth. So the plant will be stunted. It will not be growing normally. and it will not be a healthy plant, which is why when you stop giving fertilizer, the plant dies because it has been forced to grow in a way that does not support it. This is why it is critical to have natural soil and a very rich soil, a beneficial soil, a biological soil that will allow the plant to grow normally and will not deplete in a matter of a year or so. Angelo Voss wants to know how I can grow water hyacinth indoors during the winter. Set up a vat or a tub, put a light over it with water in it, and put the water hyacinth in that. Don't try to do it in your fish tank. Do it in a tub.
Like that.
A small tub or a big tub, but do it in a tub. And that way it's not going to interfere with whatever else is going on in your fish tank. Doom
Yeah.
Pie. This is cute. Doom Pie saying, make some room before you begin because MTS is highly infectious.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. And let me explain MTS.
Mm-hmm.
MTS MTS is like being a young couple that are so thrilled with becoming parents that they can't wait to have a second child.
Mm-hmm.
And then a third and a fourth, and don't know when to stop because they just love the notion of a large family. That's exactly what multi-tank syndrome is all about. Because once you create that first aquarium, that first natural aquarium, it gives you so much joy and so much pleasure that you just have got to do it again. Maybe with a little variation, maybe a different kind of fish, some other kinds of plants, some special scape you have in mind, some different size environment. Who knows? But it is such a simple thing to do, such a beautifully effective thing to do, and so maintenance free and carefree that, well, you just have to do it again. It's like eating candy.
Right?
It becomes addictive.
That it does.
The difference is that as your addiction grows, so does your joy.
Mm-hmm.
And so does your celebration of life. And so does the sheer pleasure of supporting life, of learning about nature, learning about life, learning about these wonderful little animals that are living in your aquarium and the plants as well.
Mm-hmm.
We finally reached a point today with our shop. We've been open now going on 3 months. And I've been buying fish almost every week. We have another shipment coming in tomorrow. But by the end of the shipment today, I said, I think we have finally hit critical mass for a little fish store with less than 100 tanks, way less than 100 tanks. I don't think we have many more than 50 tanks. We have probably 150 or more species of fish. Some tanks have 5 and 6 and 8 and 10 different species of fish in them. And I'm not talking about big, I'm talking about 10-gallon tanks. We have 10-gallon tanks with 5 and more species of fish. That's more than one of each, too. That's
Right?
maybe a dozen of each. 50 and 60 fish in a little 10-gallon tank. And they are stupendously healthy and happy. Our losses are absolutely minimal. Absolutely. We find 1 or 2 dead fish, not even every day, of the 1,000 or more fish that we have here. Enormously healthy fish. Of course, we got some pretty competent people taking care of them too. Brenda is with the fish at 7 o'clock every morning, going through every single tank, feeding carefully. We're going to do a video tomorrow on Brenda's fish food.
That's gonna be awesome.
This is remarkable. This will change the way you keep fish. It absolutely will. And it will make your fish the healthiest they've ever been. It is so simple and so basic and so well. I'm not going to say any more about it because we're going to have a video out by the end of the week on Brenda's fish food. And then Corey comes behind her and he is cleaning, pruning, fixing, checking carefully. We've had a few cases of ick. He spots it when there's one speck on one fish. I don't have the eyes for it anymore. And we stop it before it gets any further. We just stop it dead in its tracks. We have not lost one fish to ick in the 3 months we've been here. And we've had ick 3, 4, 5 times. Easily.
That's awesome. Wow.
But it's never been severe. It's never been allowed to be severe. So as you create more and more of these tanks, you find there's always room for one more tank. I could put a tank there. I could put a tank on top of that tank. Look, there's a spot on the floor. We could put a tank there. A turtle could go in that tank. How many tanks do you have in your bathroom?
Now that's one I haven't thought of. I love it.
You certainly have tanks in your kitchen, don't you? You should. It's the most
Telling
natural
everyone.
place to put a tank. And everybody needs tanks in their bedroom.
Right?
At least one. And if you have one, you'll want another. Multi-tank syndrome.
It's real.
It's real. Jacob is
both
here.
suffer from it.
Hey, Jacob.
Hey.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. Yeah. So I was checking them out over this weekend, man. They've been if you look real nice, so they basically kept it like a patch over here, and then they made like areas where everything's walking.
Is that the fish are pruning, are they? They're
I mean,
making
not walking.
pathways.
Yeah, I mean, well, I guess they're the Cory cats, Pleco, and Pride, the clown loaches.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I see them. They're probably
Creating
when I first
wildlife paths, huh?
they were probably like this. Now they're probably about like this. They're probably about 4 inches now.
Oh, nice. The Corys or the Plecos?
The clown loaches.
Oh, the clown loach. Oh, yeah, they do get big. You know how big they get? Clown loach.
Probably about up to near 13 inches, ain't it?
Well, yeah, but you'll never get them that big in an aquarium. They grow them out. The professional breeders grow them out in ponds, and they'll get up to about a foot. They lose all their color when they get that size. They're not pretty anymore. The red kind of all blends into sort of a gray black. They become less and less beautiful, which is kind of unusual. Um, but of course, the benefit is they lay a lot of eggs, so the
Oh, wow.
farmers are able to. There are not many farmers who know how to do it. I know a few, but in
Yeah,
your tank, you'll get them up to maybe 4 to 5 inches, which is a pretty good size, and they'll still have all their color at that size, so they'll be pretty.
sweet. So I out of it was probably I'd say maybe 4 or 5 days ago. Somehow my bushy nose pleco, she had this big white spot up near her like neck, and I figured that was, I guess I'm considering it too somehow because it's the fungus part. It wasn't the white salt. It was more of the fungus look.
Well, that's
So
not ick. Ick is a specific parasite. It's a specific parasite that bores under the scale of the fish. It's
right.
microscopic,
Mhm.
and the white spot you see is actually the waste that it is pushing out of the canal that it's living in. But it's
Oh,
very, very tiny.
wow. But well, so I'd say about 4, 5 days. I just kept my tank stable at 85, and it's been staying at 85, and it took that right away. And then um she's actually been coming out more often, even during the day, and she likes coming right here and sitting right on this rock here because I guess
So
because
that
she's
is healed.
oh yeah, it completely
Okay.
went away.
Well, let me explain what it was. If there was fungus, that means there had been an injury creating a scratch or a wound that infected. The infection by bacteria, bacterial infection, killed some of the flesh, and that flesh was then attacked by fungus. Fungus does not grow on living flesh, it only grows on dead material. Fungus will never grow on a living tree, only on a dead tree. It only grows on dead material. So it is never the problem. The problem is always the underlying bacterial infection. In a healthy tank, if the fish is healthy and vigorous, it will be able to fight off that bacterial infection. And it seems like that's exactly what happened. The
Oh
fungus
yeah,
will fall off. The fungus falls off when the dead flesh is sloughed off. So it healed underneath that bacterial infection and then pushed it away with the slime coat. By restoring that slime coat, it was able to push all of that away from its body
see
and it was healed.
right. See the black dot on it now, right there on that guppy. See it's near its tail, that little black circle right there.
Yeah, I guess.
I see
Guppy.
it. Yeah, it kind of looks like a marking.
On the tail?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see it.
That's the mark I was telling you about on some but yeah, you're absolutely right on that because I've actually did not want to do it, but I've infected this system, I kid you not, 10 times. I shouldn't have done it, but 10 times, and it has all I've done was just move my temperature up to 86, maybe 87. I've never got it to 87, but one time I've just mainly kept it at 86. And it just it wipes everything out within like 4 days max. And I,
Yeah,
I don't I don't
temperature.
I don't I don't have them problems. I don't. I mean, that was actually the first time she's ever had something like that, And I'm guessing maybe because of how infected all the fish was at the beginning, and maybe she caught something. It just was a late sign because I didn't see nothing. But she was always being very skittish on this backside, and
Well,
like
the other
what?
thing that happens with temperature is that the fish's metabolism increases, which allows it to fight off infection. So by
Mhm.
increasing the temperature, you're not just killing the ick parasite, you're also allowing the fish to become stronger and healthier, more physically active, and more able to fight off any disease or infection it has. Now, if your
Right.
fish are not healthy, it's not going to help. But if your fish are healthy, such as is true in this tank, then they're going to be able to use that increased temperature to increase their metabolism to fight off infection and fight off disease or parasites or whatever.
Absolutely.
That's very good, Jacob. Very good. Appreciate it. You're doing great. When are you going to start your new tank?
I'm thinking maybe here around maybe a little after Christmas or before it.
Oh, that'll be
Um,
wonderful. Well, we're excited about it.
I'm either gonna get mine set up first, or I'm gonna help my friend's son set his up because I really want him because he kind of like understands, but he at the same time he's used to his dad. His dad has taught him basically because he that's all he knew. And I mean, he set the tank up right. He just had a lot of gravel, and he had like maybe not even half of the tank filled. But when all the plants grew, it was really bushy and everything. But that's what he's used to. He's used to using a lot of gravel a lot, but you can have success with gravel. But me personally, just from my experience, everything that I've done, this honestly is the best setup. You can't go
Yeah,
nothing wrong. Everything
yeah.
functions the
The
way it
gravel
wants.
doesn't last either. It just won't last very long.
Me personally, I feel the same way you do. Everything seeps up through it. You get no establishment. I don't think.
Right. Well, thank you, Jacob. Happy to see you. Merry
Thank you.
Christmas to you.
Good Christmas.
Bye for
Yeah, good.
now.
Yeah.
Bye. His tank.
ZX9R. Jordan Hahn. Uh, talking about ick, I guess.
Let's see. Yeah, I
Let's
think
see.
so.
Who's this? Hope for Cupid. I knew really need help. What do you need help with?
Yeah, you gotta tell us first to be able to help.
We'll get you wrenched up here.
Mhm.
Get you over to Discord where you can get some help. Something I wanted to say about Discord. I had a comment in one of my chats. Somebody said they went over to Discord and nobody helped them. They asked the question, there was nobody helping them. So I copied their comment and I pasted it on the Shark channel so that those who have accepted the responsibility to help people would see it. And immediately they jumped on it. They discovered a couple of things. Number one, they went back and looked at the comments that the person had made. He had posted twice over a period of about 10 minutes. The same day I got the comment. In fact, within about an hour of him doing the post. So part of the problem was he did not get an instant response. Now, there are two possible reasons for this. One of the reasons is this is a volunteer organization. The people who are doing this have real lives, most of them real jobs. And they come on here an hour or two a day and help people out. The other thing is, not everybody knows everything.
That's true.
So if there were people who saw that, who saw the comment and did not know how to help, they were not going to come up and offer to help because they couldn't offer any help. It may be if you come on Discord and you post a comment, a concern, you may not hear from anyone for a full day. That almost never happens, but it certainly could happen. It could take a full day for you to get a proper response. Nobody's being paid to sit there and wait for your call for help. There are several hundred people who are part of this system who are trained to be able to provide help. They are available when they are available, some of them more than others. They offer help when they are able to offer help. Now, there are so many that everybody who is willing to be a little bit patient will get some help. And it will be help that will make a difference because it's shared then. If the person runs into something, they'll ask for someone else to come up and provide assistance. They'll bring the concern back to the staff and ask for suggestions and ideas, thoughts about what could happen. It's a rather sophisticated system, but it doesn't work instantaneously. Don't expect an answer in the first 35 seconds or even 35 minutes. It may take a few hours for you to get a response. Be patient and be thankful when you do get help because it will be genuine help and it will make a difference to you. So let's see, has Hope come back yet with anything? No.
Not that I've seen, but we've got Resident Alien waiting to come up.
Resident Alien?
Mhm.
Hold on a minute. Let me get one more wrench here. Resident Alien.
Hello. How are y'all?
Doing
Good. How are you?
Doing great. It's been a while.
Can you?
But I wanted to
hold
show
on
you
a
my.
minute. Hold on.
Okay.
And this was at the back door when I got here.
What is it?
Live fish.
Set it down. With this label on it?
Yep, that's the label that was on it.
Oh my God! It was left
It
in
was
the
left
back
at
door
the back door. yes.
overnight. In
No,
the
just since me and Corey left. It was not there
wow.
when we left.
oh, the door was locked. Oh,
Yeah, the
God.
door was locked. So that's prop bit.
There's some.
That's bow. And you have fish. I don't know if they're fish or predators or what they are.
They're bettas
Okay.
and
Lots and lots of
and
bettas.
chromides.
Oh wow!
Look at the bettas. These are
I'm gonna
from
bring you back
Christian.
up. I'm gonna see if I can bring you back up.
Yeah, these
There
are
you
for Christian.
Cool. Oh, that was
Let's
pretty.
see.
Oh wow.
These are green chromides.
Ooh.
Oh, they look good, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Ooh.
Pretty, pretty.
All right. Lots of bettas.
Oh yeah.
Lots of jealousy on this end.
Right?
Look at this. Oh, my.
Christian B's got the best betta fish.
Oh, they're wonderful, aren't
Oh,
Yeah,
they?
that looks
wow.
like some of the ones that he
It does
sent
such
me.
a good job.
Yeah.
Mercy, mercy, mercy. More and more bettas. There are 40 or 50 bettas,
Looks like
I
a
think.
rainbow in there.
That's awesome.
Oh, some of this is really pretty stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got some
That's like a
nice ones
blue and white
again. Wow. Oh, these are bigger green severums. Look at that.
Oh, cool.
Can you see them? There they are.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, just leave them out here. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
Okay.
That's an exciting package you got there.
Certainly is.
Definitely.
Wow. Oh my.
I think that's for you.
Oh, isn't that cute? I got a little shepherd.
Oh, that's cute.
All right. Let me get back to you there. There we go.
Yeah. Just wanted to show you my new setup. I put a 65-gallon tall out in my shed for the winter. My water's running at about 59 to 61.
Okay.
There's kind of a leniency on it.
Oh,
It's
that's a
showing
cool way of testing it.
showing 62 now.
Huh.
But I've got this is a Father Fish tank. It is dirted, but I did do the bags. So I've got a soil bag and a filter sock down here, and a soil bag and a filter sock down here. But these are blacktail shiners,
Oh, how
cool.
nice.
and they're mostly, I just put them in here, so they're still a little iffy.
Yeah.
They were in a smaller tank at first, a 37-gallon, but I was like, man, these are gonna get so much bigger, up to like 4 or 5 inches. So I wanted to put them in a tank where they would have a lot more room. So
Oh,
I've
that's
got them in here.
Very
Yeah.
cool. Is that wood or
And all your plants, including all the
all the rooted stuff? The crypts, Anubias and crypts. There's a sword,
Kleiner bar sword,
right?
crypts, Val, Ludwigia, Anubias, Barteri. Uh-oh, that crypt came up. And there we go. Crypt Parva.
Right. Nice.
Crypt Parva down at the bottom. I really like these Kleiner bars.
Oh, they're
And-
beautiful, aren't they?
Yes, and these are just babies too.
Yeah, yeah.
I had one that was the size of a basketball, and it was absolutely gorgeous. But the veining in it and the variegation, like you can see. Let's see if I can get my pinky in the shot. Oh, it's right here. There we go. Lots of red on them coming in already, and then being able to see the lines on it too.
Nice.
Really, really love these plants. But yeah, the Anubias Barteri, and then over here it's Nana Petite.
Banana, right.
And that one, I'm not sure what it is.
Hard to say.
Yeah, it's I'm gonna have to check. I think it's a some type of pogo stemon, but it's not the stellatus. It's
Stem, you know.
a different type. I've got the octopus, but it's a different one. Oh, here's a little bit of it floating here.
Oh yeah. It's a stem.
But yeah,
Nice. Very
yeah,
nice.
I can't wait for these guys to get used to it, so that they're zooming all around. There's about 30 of them in here.
Wow. Is that
And-
wood? What is that structure? The hardscape. What is that?
This is, I don't know what type of wood this is, but I've got quite a bit of it. And then
Really
most of these are rocks that I found going rock hounding,
Oh, they're
quartz hunting.
beautiful.
I go out to mountains and mines and collect
Oh my
Wow.
word.
quartz and a bunch of other different types of rocks.
Wow.
That is so
Where are
cool.
you located?
And yeah, these all came from that, except for these. These I got from Bunny Viper. I don't know if you know who that is, but that's I
Yeah.
got these rocks from her. Really, really pretty, real dark, charcoaly, gray, black with the white veining in them.
Wow. I love it. So where
Yeah,
do you
me
get
too.
the wood? Where's that wood from?
I cannot hear you.
I thought that.
I wonder if that's just me.
Can
Where
you
is
hear
the
me?
wood from? Can you hear Dina?
I wonder if that's just me. Oh no, it's not. It's my phone.
Well, if you can hear us,
Yeah,
where's the wood
there's a
from?
better look at the wood.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Look at the wood.
Me too. I love the
I
rocks
need
that
to
he
get
collected too.
need to get some of that. Nice
Yeah, I
rock.
really like these. I found these. You can find this. It's kind of similar to Dragonstone, but I find these up in the mountains and hills as well. Very porous, kind of a lightweight.
Dina, take over a bit.
I will. Yeah, I would definitely put that in my tank. Wow.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
I love it. Oh, I've got
Oh wow.
so
You
much of
definitely
it that
did
I
some
still
collecting.
need a lot to do with.
Mm-hmm. Are you gonna put that big crystal in there? That would be beautiful.
I had this one in a tank before, and I've got others along with a bunch of other wood. This is all like driftwood and stuff that I found and picked up. I think this is a weeping willow here,
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
I had it in my archer tank and just random little bits of stuff. Yeah, here's another piece of that real porous.
Yeah, I'm not sure what type of stone the real porous one is, but I know it looked amazing in your tank. It looks so much like dragon scale.
It
Except there's a
does.
little bit
That's why.
deeper holes, so your
Yep.
shrimp or small fish could hide in there easy.
Yeah, that is the downside, is if you ever take this out, the shrimp will absolutely hide in all of these holes. So as you pull it out, you've got to kind of shake it and move it around and shake it to actually get them out if they're clinging on. But
Ain't that the truth? Mine do that with my water lettuce. I have to usually use 2 buckets after shaking to make sure I have all the baby shrimp.
oh yeah, there's a few shrimp. Oh, there's one actually. There's a few shrimp in here that'll
Cool.
focus on it. They do pretty good in this. They're just they're neocaridina.
Mm-hmm.
So they do pretty well in the cooler water.
Mm-hmm. Well, I love the setup of your tank, and I love that you collected this yourself. I mean, that's really what Father Fish is all about, is returning to nature.
Absolutely. That's why I was really drawn to Father Fish when I started all of this.
Oh, same here. The second I found out I could get out and collect stuff, that's when I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's where these shiners came from. I collected them in the creek behind my house.
That is so cool.
But yeah, they'll get a lot bigger. I've got a couple. They're all the same type of fish. They're all blacktail shiners, but the neat thing about them is that their fins will be different colors, which I wish y'all could see the different colors and fins, but since they're all hiding, it's really hard. But some of them have just, the clearish white fin. Some of them have red, orange, yellow finnage from top to bottom on them. So they get really, really pretty the more they mature and the older that they get.
That's probably a sexual dimorphism.
Oh, no, that would make sense. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
I was trying to see if there was one that available here to see that has the yellow and orange, but like I said, there's 30 of them, and you can only see about 10 of them here.
Right.
Some
They're
hiding
shy.
back over here. Yeah, oh yeah, they are. I just put them in this tank about 3 days ago, so they're still getting used to it. They were in this one that I took down, but it's just full of snails now.
Where is that wood from?
This wood, this is just from this was bought.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't collect that. This was I didn't buy it either. It was actually given to me. The same lady, Ivy Bunny Viper, that I got these rocks from. I got these pieces of wood from as well, and
Wow.
she's been collecting fish tuber paraphernalia for quite some time. So I was really thankful for that. But yeah, the wood is the only other than the plants, the wood is was not collected, but all of the rocks and the fish were collected.
Nice. I love
But
it.
yeah,
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
well, thank you.
Very nice. What is the
Absolutely.
green? What is the green right in the middle in the back? Is that looks like a piece of cloth? No, it's a large. Yeah, that. What
Oh,
is?
it's one of my paintings.
Oh,
Oh, you
good
do the
say.
spray paint planets, don't you?
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Got
yeah,
Cool.
yeah, and the painting behind Father Fish there.
right.
That is so
Exactly.
cool. Nice
But
work.
yeah,
Yeah.
here, let's see if I can. There we go. Even got one that's a coral reef.
Oh, how neat.
That is so cool.
Yeah, I
And
have
I
fun
would
with it.
like to do the spray paint paintings too, and you're doing really good.
Oh, well, thank you. All right. Well, I'll hop off of here so that somebody else can come up. But I know it had been a while since I was able to actually come up and join you and wanted to show you the progress on this
We really
new.
appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I love the tank. That's really nice.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, I love you guys. Y'all are awesome.
Take care. Bye for
Take
now.
care. Bye bye.
Now we've had somebody else trying to come up.
Yeah,
They've been up and off twice.
Mm.
So come on back.
Mhm. I think they're back.
Well, here it is. Mustafa Sinan.
Hello. Uh,
Tune it this way.
Firstly, I'm sorry because my native language is not English. For this reason, I try to explain my aquarium.
Okay, you're going to have to turn your aquarium on the side because right now you have it standing on end.
Is it okay?
Yes. That's
This is my Endler and Guppy aquarium. My fish are mixed race. Their ancestors are both Endler and Guppies.
okay.
This aquarium is not so big. It's a 40-gallon aquarium and 50 centimeter.
Yes.
I have got different plant species.
Your camera is not going landscape. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just not working right. So
There it
this
goes.
is fine. This is fine. Very nice.
Yeah, it is. Beautiful work.
I try to grow lotus or lily, I'm not sure. Try to grow in this pot.
Okay.
But it's that for this reason, I grow in fern in this pot. And algae cover this pot in my aquarium, but I don't touch them because I have got some shrimps and I want to eat them.
Ah, very good. Okay.
I add some dead leaves
Yes.
and I use dirt and natural
Yes.
river sand for substrate.
Oh, very good.
That's all.
So where are you from? What country are you in?
I live in Turkey.
You
Oh,
live in
cool.
Turkey. Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful. So happy to have you.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Oh, I love it. That's grand.
Yeah, it is.
This aquarium is 5 years old. I don't change a lot of water. and it's continue to develop, especially these moss and algae cover my all aquarium.
Yes.
I have got a lot of snail in the tank,
Very good.
and they are my little fish.
It's a
I
very
can describe my aquarium. It's a quiet and green place. I haven't got a lot of fish in this aquarium.
Mhm.
That's all.
very healthy.
Yeah, it is.
Very healthy tank. I like it.
Thank you.
Your
It's
English
beautiful.
is quite good.
Hmm.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for your videos.
Thank you, Mustafa. Happy to meet you and happy to have you join us.
Thanks a lot. Goodbye.
Bye for
Bye.
now. Let's see.
I think it's my turn to take a quick break. I'll be right back.
Go for it. Yeah. Let's see. Sean McCahey, Uniel Batista, hello. Maybe of Uniel. Oh, you've already got a wrench. Who did that? I guess I did. Yes. Let's see. What's going on here? Sweet Polly. Polly, if you will um, put your culture in a jar, and then use that for your aquarium. The planaria you're concerned about, there's only one species that is potentially a problem, and that's the one that has a diamond shaped head. All of the others are completely harmless and only eat microscopically. So they're not going to hurt the shrimp. The only one that will hurt shrimp is the parasitic planaria, which is easily identified by its diamond-shaped head. If it does not have a diamond-shaped head, it is not a problem. And if there is one, it's easy enough to see and remove. They're not that difficult to get rid of. If you have shrimp with fish, then you will not have a planaria problem because the fish will eat the planaria. Let's see. Jake and well, I think I got you a wrench. Who else is here? The prodigious is here. Let's see, Sweet Polly. Talking about Sean Mulcahy. Need to get you a wrench, Sean. And Emma's time. Get you a wrench. I saw 103 earlier. Fish Link said max tonight is 87. I don't know what I'm seeing right now. Let's get over 90. We was up to 103 a few minutes ago. Oh, I'm just reading through the comments. Stan saying the chat's full of slackers. Smash the like button. I need to do that too. Here it is. Oh my word. I've only got 2. That's weird. Let me update this.
I heard you say that's weird. What's weird?
Oh, my thumbs up was only showing 1. I just updated and it's at 42.
Okay, good.
75 watching right now. Oh dear. Where am I? I'm on YouTube. I'm on YouTube. Keep losing track of where I am. Billy Bob Blogs is here. NC is here. Sweet Polly.
I was looking over the comments real quick.
Oh, me too. Mercy.
Keep in mind, guys, if you want to come up and show your tank, just click on the pin link at the top of either stream and you can come right in.
E134. My tank has a lot of small bubbles and foam at the top. What's the cause of that?
It's a good question.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Small bubbles are normally a function of plants releasing oxygen. You'll see a stream of tiny bubbles coming out of a plant, and it will be producing oxygen. Foam is a completely other issue. Foam is a function of soft water. Now, how you get foam with soap?
Mm-hmm.
Soap is a surfactant. You get a surfactant property when you've got foam. Usually, it's a sign that you probably ought to do a water change. I've got a tank right now that's foaming. The bubbles are staying intact. It's wet. I mean, that's the nature of foam. It's when the bubbles reach the top and don't break because there's enough surface tension to retain like an oil slick.
Oh, I haven't seen this yet.
It
I've
may
got
not
hard water.
Yeah, it may not be an oil slick. It may not be soap. It may simply be soft water with a lot of tannins, and the tannins can provide enough surface tension to prevent bubbles from bursting. Now, I have that happening in the Amazon tank right now.
Is that something to be concerned with, or is it just the natural processes of having a tannin tank?
I don't like it. I don't think it's particularly healthy. I usually will do a water change, a partial, not a lot, maybe 10%, and maybe do it a couple of times over a period of days. In and of itself, it's not a problem, but it could lead to being a problem, particularly if it's a function of increased surfactants in the water, which could cause the fish to have difficulty breathing. It could actually coat their gills.
Wow.
So it's potentially dangerous.
That's good to know.
A male betta nest. Doom Pie says, well, there's that too. Some of you have heard this story, I'm sure, of a little old lady who came into my shop one day in Venice, Florida, and she was very upset, very deeply distraught. My Betty is sick, she said. And I said, well, what's the problem? She didn't bring it with her, so I couldn't look at it. She said, I keep cleaning it and it keeps getting dirty again. I said, what do you mean? She said, well, it has its foam on the top and I keep cleaning it out and I look back and there's more foam the next day. I keep taking it off and it keeps coming back and I'm so worried about it. And I said, oh dear, I think there really is a problem. I think your boy needs a girlfriend.
Right. Right.
And then was able to explain to her that he was making a nest.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a perfect illustration of how we get ourselves all bent out of shape over something that we completely misunderstand.
Yes.
And I do it too. I mean, we all do it. It's the panic mode. You hit the panic button when something happens that you're not familiar with and you think the worst. The worst possible scenario must be true.
Mm-hmm.
And so you treat for that. And in treating for the worst possible scenario, you create the worst possible scenario. I mean, think about that for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of poetic justice in a way.
It really is.
Getting what you're asking for.
Mm-hmm.
It's karma.
Right.
It's doing the worst thing you can possibly do
Mm-hmm.
under the circumstances because you believe that the condition that exists is the worst it can possibly be.
Mm-hmm.
And so you treat for that and you actually in process of doing it are creating the very problem that you are afraid you had and now you really do have.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the way it actually happens. Just that way, and it'll happen over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you the number of times I panicked, treated for a condition I thought I had, created the condition in the process, and killed fish.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas
Same.
if I had sat down, folded my hands, and looked at it and studied a bit, I would have come to the realization that what was wrong was not really a major issue at all. Or if it was a completely different one than the one I thought I had. Now, that's part of the reason we created the shoal, to keep you from jumping off the deep end, leaping off the cliff, leaping into the unknown, and creating a suicide when
Right.
all you needed to do was put a bandage on the cut.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to remove your finger when you get a scratch.
Mm-hmm.
You need to put a band-aid on it.
Mm-hmm.
Do something simple, something delicate, something small, something that is perhaps of less consequence than you might otherwise have done. Unless you know with absolute certainty what is going on, you have absolute certain knowledge. Don't act like you do if you don't. Don't act like you know what's happening if you really don't know what's happening. And don't get so wound up in your own ability that you think you can't do anything wrong. Because it's only people who think they're smart who make mistakes. People who are dumb don't make mistakes. They don't. They just sit there and wait for it to work itself out, or to get some clarity about what's happening. Be willing to say, "I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong. I don't understand what's wrong, and I'm not going to guess at it. I'm going to figure it out." One of the ways we figure out is to go back to what we have done that has led up to that moment. And very often it will be something we've done that's created the event that we're concerned about. Not always, but frequently. More often than not, we've done something that did not get the result we had anticipated and instead gave us a different result that may not be as desirable. We have Brandon Lightcap here. Let's see what Brandon's got to say.
Can you guys hear me?
We can, yes, indeed.
All right. So these guys, I don't know if you can see the little fish swimming on that wood there.
Oh, yeah, I can see them.
So these were some green Aeneas cories that I just hatched out.
Oh, cool.
Oh, how wonderful.
Yeah, it was their first spawn, so they finally got to be breeding age, I guess you call it.
Wow.
And I came home on my break from work and found eggs all over the glass. And I put them in here, and quite a few of them fungus. So I don't know if those were just unfertilized. And I didn't think I was going to have any. They've kind of hid now. But I've got quite a few babies that have actually hatched out in here.
Oh, that's wonderful. How did you collect the eggs?
I just stuck my hand in the tank and rolled them off with my finger.
That'll work pretty well. You
Yeah.
can use a razor blade with a net under it, and that way you don't take the risk of smashing them or damaging them.
Uh-huh.
They're sticky.
Yeah,
So
they really are. It was hard getting them off my finger, honestly.
Right. Well, and that could cause the fungusing as well.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that would make sense.
Well, there will be more eggs.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. There's
Absolutely.
one
That's wonderful. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
Nice.
Down here, I've got about 1 million.
Oh,
Oh, my word. Look at them all.
Yeah,
Wow.
1 million little pleco babies. These are just the common bristle nose.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah,
that
so
is really cool.
there's a bunch of them in there. These are actually fairly new tanks. There's a giant mystery snow there.
Wow.
Yeah, that is a big one.
Yeah, she's old. But yeah, so I recently just set up a bunch of tanks here.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Mhm.
these. Go ahead.
End forward. That's a nice way to stack tens.
Yeah. It kind of gives I kind of like the way that you can look. It gives the 10 some depth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it does.
But these are my Scyphia multipunctata.
Oh, nice.
So these are a Gadaid. They recently just had fry. Let me see.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a couple up there. You
Look
can
at
see them.
that. Oh, cool.
That is.
Yep. So I'm getting babies out of these guys. These guys
Nice.
are really cool. Over here, I've got these are the Florida least killifish. They're kind of hard to pick up on camera. I
The
don't know.
Formosa. That's such a nice fish.
Yeah. So there's a big female kind of swimming around back there in the middle.
Right. Where do you live?
I live in Wisconsin.
Oh, all right.
Yep. And these guys, there's a couple of them hiding up there in the hornwort.
Yeah.
But these guys just recently started dropping fry too. I'm not even gonna attempt to find them. They're so
Yeah,
so
they're
small.
one a day. They
Yeah.
drop one a day, basically.
Yeah, we'll be here for 20 minutes while I try and find one. So we're just gonna skip the fry on those.
Nice. It's a
And
great
then,
little fish.
yeah, over here, this is a little school of ember tetras. I'm using them as a dither for. I've got a pair of Apistogramma borelli. So you can see the
Oh,
male.
very good. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you can see the male there sitting outside the cave. I believe the female's in there on eggs
There
right
she
now.
is. Yeah. Was that her? No, that
No,
was the male.
yeah, that's the male. Sometimes the female will come out. I've noticed the last few days she'll only come out when I throw some brine shrimp in
She
there.
may well have eggs.
Yeah. So that would be cool because
Yeah,
I have very hard water. So all my water it comes out of the tap like 8.4.
Wow.
And then when it sits in my tank for a little while, it's like 8.2.
yeah, it's the
Well,
same issue I got too. And my
very
guppies
few,
love it.
very few fish have a real problem with that.
Yeah. Well, I'm just hoping the eggs will be viable.
They certainly should.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't doubt they would breed, but whether or not the eggs hatch, kind of. I know some fish they kind of if the water's too hard, they'll calcify.
Right.
So I'm hopeful I can get some fry out of these guys.
That would be neat.
Yeah.
Yep.
This next tank over here would be my blue eye or my orange eye blue tigers. Currently I don't see any, so I can't really show you any. This is a new colony, so I started with 15. There's one right there. Can't really see him because he's so close to the light. It doesn't really work, but these guys are really cool. So they're the Cardinia that can go into neoparameter.
Oh, all right.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
Yep.
So you've got them in hard water?
Yeah, they're all. I don't play with my water, so all my tanks are right around 8 to 8.2.
So you're doing Cardina in hard water?
Yep. Yeah,
That's
That'll be real interesting to see how that works out.
yeah. There's another one floating on the frog bit there.
Keep us posted on that one.
Yeah, let's see here. So yeah, right there.
Oh yeah.
Can't really see him, but
Oh yeah, I see
yeah,
him.
Yeah,
Oh, that
Yeah,
is
these
a
guys-
pretty shrimp.
yeah, they're really cool.
I
Yeah,
love
the Cardina are much more designed. Or
Wow.
have more design. Nice.
Mhm.
What's up, baby? Sorry, my daughter just walked in the room.
Well, how old's your daughter?
She's 4.
4. Oh, how sweet. Hi there.
Okay.
Hi.
Everybody says hi. Can you say hi? Yeah, I'll be down in a second, baby, okay? Okay, close the door. Okay, I will. Close the door. And then over here is the ocean blue Neocardinia.
Oh my.
I
Right.
love those.
Yeah, so these are a fairly new colony as well. I started with 20 of them.
Very cool.
I love how bright blue they are.
Yeah, it's crazy
Pretty
how
nice.
blue they are.
Yeah.
Over here I've got a pair of green dragon bristlenose, the short fin.
Okay.
I've got a male down in that cave. I don't know if you can see his head down there. I can see it a lot easier than I'm sure it's showing up on camera, but I believe he's sitting on eggs.
Hey, that would be good news.
Yeah. There's a couple of random guppies in here just kind of occupying the space
Oh, yeah.
above. Down here, I've got orange koi snakeskin guppies.
Oh, wow.
So these are just females. I got the first shipment I got of these. They all came DOA, too
Wow.
cold. And then the second shipment I got, Most of them came DOA from being too cold, but I managed to get these 3 females, and then there's 2 little fry. You can kind of see them there.
She's got a red nose, doesn't she?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've all got orange noses. The males are really beautiful. Unfortunately, I don't have any adult males, so I'm hoping these females are pregnant, which
They look
I'm,
like they are.
yeah, I'm guessing they are. So hopefully I can get some fry out of these guys, or one of the 2 fry that survived in the bag.
Right.
Will grow up to be a male, and I can
They are
continue.
quite nice.
Yeah,
they
and
are.
I like the black eye.
Mm-hmm.
Down here I've got a school of rainbow shiners. There's 10 there's 10 of them.
Uh-huh.
They haven't begun to color up yet. They're
Did
just
you
under.
catch? Are they local?
Yeah, these were bred here in Evansville in Wisconsin.
Nice.
So yeah, they haven't started showing color yet. They're maybe 8 months old.
Still young, yeah. Right.
So anytime I'm thinking.
Right.
But these guys are fun to watch.
Nice.
They go crazy for food.
Hmm.
And then in here, I don't know if you can see the couple that are under that oak leaf there, but these are my newest addition. They're the gold laser Corridoras.
We just got some.
Yeah, they're really neat, but they tend to hide. There's
Yeah,
one
they
back.
do.
There's
There's
one back. Yeah, there's one back there. You can kind of see his laser. But yeah, so I don't know if they just need time to settle in and they'll come out more, or if they've
I think
already,
so.
or
Yeah.
if they've already settled in and now I'll never see them.
Well, you may need a dither or two with them.
Okay.
Some NAS or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. So, but yeah, that's all I got.
That's wonderful. Great
Yeah.
collection.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
So
That's real impressive.
all right. Well, thanks for having me up.
Thank you, Bratton, very much.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a really impressive collection of fish.
It certainly is, isn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. Our young man is here. And NC is among us.
Hey,
Talking
NC.
about collections of fish, I have myself a collection of plecos.
Yes, you do.
And I will show you a tip about bristlenose plecos.
Wonderful.
So,
That one's pretty.
this is I'll start right here. This is my newest group of albino bristlenose. Males in the cave.
Okay.
Yeah. These will be having babies soon, and I will get them out to you, Father Fish, as soon as possible.
All righty.
This is a male.
Yes, it is.
And for viewers or for my store, I want to know exactly how big it is so that I could price it correctly. So what you do, you can see all these little marks in this. This is 1 inch worth of square, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, 5 inch.
Oh, very good.
So what I do is I put it on the side of the glass, and then I can measure. This is about 1 to 3.5 inches of a pleco.
That's neat.
You see, 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, but it's kind of bending, so I'll give them the 3.5. So this is how I select a breeder male, or like a female, a nice big female that can go with him.
Right.
And this is a male because you can see the bristles.
Right.
He's got beautiful coloration.
Yeah, it's the spotted golden albino bristlenose. And here is the same exact thing. Beautiful as it can be. I love this thing. This is my favorite. I'll give you that. This is my favorite in the whole entire fish room.
What all have you got it stocked with?
Goodeids. Red tail split fin goodeids. These are from Mexico. They're a live bear from Mexico, and they go for 20 a piece.
They're very pretty fish.
Yeah, they are.
They're not really the best coloring fish, but they're really rare, and I like to keep my rare fish. And then there's this is one of my favorite plants in the tank, the crypt.
Oh, that is a nice one.
I got it from my friend Cody from the store.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, he's not closing down. It's another random guy that's closing down.
Right.
That's good news.
Cody is still staying. The Father Fish store is still staying in Utah.
Good.
Everything's planted, and I love it there.
Nice.
Yeah, and I also have a few neurite snails you shipped to me in here too.
That's cool.
And then we have the stem plants.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know what species this is though. I don't remember exactly. Down here we have more albino bristlenose,
Yep.
green dragon bristlenose. So this is just a grow out of all the different bristlenose, and you can see all the little super red fry
Mm-hmm.
in there. And what's so annoying about the plecos is I put one pleco in here, and then the next day the mulm just absolutely destroys everything. Mulm is good, but too much is not good. It's not really pleasing looking.
Well, unless you like mom.
Well, I don't. It's kind of
Well,
annoying in my opinion.
well, there you go.
In here we have another cave. This is for my green dragon breeders. So this is a grow out, but since we have some adult plecos growing out too, because these ones popped out to be males, right? And I only need one male, so I'm probably gonna sell these males off. But I need to get them to a good size. So I might as well breed them while I'm at it. You can see the fin. He might be on some eggs. I don't know yet.
Yeah, he might be.
Albinos, and these are two super reds. And then we also got another batch, a small batch of babies. I released most of them into the grow out, but this is what's left.
Ah,
This is a separate batch from the one I showed you last time.
right.
And I have the pleco caves over there. This is just storage system. Microworm cultures. These are really nice.
Yeah, they are.
And I tried out your tips about catching fish. Well, let me get the net here. What you do is when you lower the net down, you got to be really careful. Trap them into the side of the glass, and then just tap the glass, and then they go right in. The end.
Right. Amazing.
That's how I
Great.
caught some of the fish in this tank to bring them down to this tank, like the dither fish.
Right.
Like, for example, there's this culprit in here right now that I might as well catch. There, easy.
How about that?
Easy
Pretty
peasy.
stress free.
Yep. And then I'm going to put this culprit who somehow made it to this tank in this tank. Hold on, let me. But yeah, that's basically it. I learned a lot of tips from you, Father Fish, and since I've seen you on YouTube, the first ever video I saw on YouTube was a video of you saying your 20-year-old tank, and you said you did one water change in a year. And I was shocked. I was honestly shocked, Father Fish. So I tried it out for myself, and I have not done a single water change in this tank. This has been set up.
Okay, so all of these other tanks that have grow outs, are you going to put substrate in them or not?
Probably at some point. But yeah,
Nice. Your fish room is growing.
yeah,
That
I
it
gotta
is.
get substrate and all these, but it's kind of hard because then I have to gravel vac it, sand vac it, or whatever you call it.
Yeah, you put some sand in there, you won't have to do anything.
Okay, okay,
And that's all you really need. You're not growing plants in it. Just put an inch of sand in.
okay. That's it.
That's it.
Okay, thank you so much for the tips. I learned a lot.
You bet. Nice to see you, NC. Sorry we didn't have an auction tonight.
Oh, it's fine. Maybe Sunday, but I'll probably
We'll
be at
see.
Cody's
All
Sunday.
righty, we'll do it again. Bye for
Yep.
now.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, where are we? 7:15. We got 50 minutes, 40 minutes, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Long time to go. We got 100 people in here.
That we do.
Glory. How many you have on yours?
Let's see.
You know what? I wonder if that 100 is inclusive.
I think it's
No, there's,
I don't know.
yeah, you should be. Let's see. See how many I've got. I've got 81.
Yeah, I think the rest are on my stream. I think that's not. I'm not
You must
seeing,
have about 20.
yeah, I'm not seeing.
And then we
numbers.
also have X, which may not have anybody.
Yeah.
Christian just purchased a polka dot cactus pleco, 1.5 to 2 inches. Is he gonna eat your half grown mono? Well, I would not say so. Kim misses hearing the birds. I really want to bring the birds in. Brenda really doesn't want to bring the birds in because she doesn't want to have to clean up from behind them and feed them. All that cat much flavor. But I really need to bring the birds in. They get ignored all day long because I'm never there.
Yeah. How are they doing?
They're doing fine. Come this spring, they're going to start nesting again. So we're going to potentially have a lot of babies.
Oh, that'll be nice.
And I've got 3 babies now that I haven't sexed that will be breedable size this spring. So I need to figure out what they are so I can get pairs together. Radina missed the auction. We're doing auction Sunday. Angel Wagner. Need you got a wrench.
I need to give Sybil Millberry a wrench on my end.
Sweet Polly says, my Father Fish setup is now 4 days old. How long should I wait before I add snails or sinklets to my tank? Well, you've already waited 4 days for no good reason.
Right.
What? You could wait another 4 days for no better reason, or you could put some in right now.
I put them in right away. The snails, that it doesn't hurt anything.
Right. Yeah, I don't think plecos typically go after shrimp.
I don't think they do, but I've never really kept plecos. I like the smaller fish.
J. Warren Carter. Says substrate due in a couple of days.
Mhm.
Need to get you a wrench. Shipping right now is slow. We're slow getting things out because we're slow getting things in. We're going to ship next week. We are not going to ship Christmas week, and we are not going to ship until after the 1st. We may ship that Thursday and Friday, depending on the weather. But this coming week, we will be shipping. So if you want to get something by Christmas, we should be able to get it to you by Christmas. If you order early this coming week. Later in the week might be a problem. We're not going to ship. Next Friday will be the last day we ship until after January 1st. NC said, my mom said I can't get sick. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, I don't know what mom's concern is. Probably
Maybe
oil all over the floor.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. But pool filter sand's a lot easier to clean up since it's coarse. Maybe his mom would let him have the pool filter sand. Because play sand just goes everywhere the way glitter does.
Right. Adam said my local fish store has pink flowfish.
Oh, cool.
By the way, Adam, I heard that the one of the owners at your local fish store died the other day. I got a call yesterday about it.
Sorry to hear that.
One of the sons, Richard, I think. Anonymous. That would be Rick Jr.
Sorry to hear that. That's horrible.
There you go. There you go, Stan. Causing trouble there. Stan the troublemaker.
That was funny.
Angel wants to send a video of her tanks. The best way to do that, Angel, is to get on Discord and you can post, you can have your own channel there and post videos of your tank. I don't have an obvious way to be able to get it otherwise. I mean, you could send an email, but you're better off doing that or coming up on here.
Mm-hmm.
This is the easiest way to do it, is to come up live, and that gives you a record of it because that'll be available for review as soon as it's over. Have I ever run into any serious issues using dirt mud straight out of nature? The only real issue is if you use too much of it and don't cap it adequately. Then it could be a problem. But other than that, using dirt or mud straight out of nature, generally, the problem with it is that it depletes nutrients in about a year. So it doesn't have the kind of long-term impact that you want it to have. As a result, we have developed the supplement and a richer blend of soils in order to overcome that problem. Stan said NC's way too smart for that. I tend to agree with you, Stan. Kim says Stan is sending NC an invite. All right, let him come dump sand all over your floor. All right.
Oh,
I have avoided glows, um, and you know, I just don't like them. I thought that the glow betta would be astounding.
yeah.
I find that it's not.
Mm.
I'm gravely disappointed. I think Christians, multicolored bettas
Mhm.
are some of the most spectacular I've ever seen. They're
Yeah, they
really
are.
remarkable.
That they are. I've got 4 of them, and they're some of the most beautiful betta fishes I've ever seen.
Jordan Hahn, love the chat. You guys actually help and comment back instead of saying, watch this video, watch that video. The other light gave me a hard time just earlier. Well, now, watching the video though, yeah, I mean that it's easy to get that answer because it's valid. I mean that's why I make the videos. It's quick. It gives you a more extensive answer than the 10 seconds we can do here. Corey is here. Corey said NC can have the other half of my fish room. There you go. I would not give him any ideas. I think NC's set up pretty good. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
think he's in anybody who gets to spend their summers in Vietnam
Right?
or Thailand, wherever it is. Thailand, I guess.
Yeah, I think it was Thailand.
It was Thailand. Glory. What are we doing? We're down to half an hour. Counting the minutes here, folks. Glory. What is that? Instagram has disconnected.
Yeah, I noticed that it disconnected after just 1 hour. They've been having glitches bad today.
Well, we're still on X, I think.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, looks like it.
We are live on X.
But yeah,
Want to go over
Facebook
and see
and
if
Instagram
anybody's there.
glitches.
Somebody get over on X and see if we're there. You're up on Facebook. What?
Just YouTube.
I know you're
was-
not either.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me do it on Instagram. It was really weird today.
You can't do Instagram, can't do Facebook.
Hmm. Yeah, they had some sort of outage from what I heard on X, where it's just being glitchy for everybody.
And Jordan said, I do watch your videos for help. I understand what you're saying, Jordan, and I appreciate the comment. We take a more relaxed attitude here, I guess, but in another way, a much more serious attitude, because we tend not to get off into a lot of just chit chat about, this and that. We tend to stick to fish pretty tightly. And if I get onto some kind of a political or religious or ontological rant, it's usually because it relates to what we're doing in our fish room. Oh, Adam is saying I see you on X all the time. Glad to hear it.
And it's
The
still
best-
live on X.
Yeah, Warren's interesting question, Warren. The best sand. the simplest sand to get and use is pool filter sand. Usually, it's very clean. It's washed. It's a uniform size, and it's relatively inexpensive. I mean, $15 or so for a 50-pound bag.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
And she said, "I got it. I got some left over." The kid comes through again. Ain't no keeping NC down. Not
That's it.
the other kind of sand you can use that is really high quality sand is if you're near the ocean or uh, near the Great Lake, the eastern side of the lake of what's at Lake Michigan is sand, beach sand. Beach sand is excellent. You want to get it above the tide where it is rain washed, not not wet from the sea washing in, or sand from a desert. Now you got to be somewhat careful about that because it's easy to get sand from a desert that actually has a lot of soil in it. You want to get sand dune sand. Sand dune sand. Empire Dungeons. Gudgeons. They're just bigger. Angel, they're just a bigger fish. So they tend to be more dominant. Apistos, apistos are what I would refer to as a genteel fish, like the German ram, same category of fish. I try not to keep those kinds of fish with anything that is in the least way aggressive. They just do a lot better when they're in a very peaceful environment. Dunes, yes, Jack, dunes. Stan, I saw that in the playback. What is he talking about? That time for a Father Fish rant. You know, the rants just kind of come on me. I never think about it. They just sort of happen. I can't make it happen, I don't think. I don't think so. NC said, my mom said I can't get another tag. Well, your mom says a lot of things that you figure out a way to deal with. Give her something she wants in exchange. Work out deals with her. Make her happy and she'll make you happy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because if mom ain't happy, nobody's going to be.
There you go. See, you can't take that position though, Ken. You can't do that. You got to say, gee, Mom, you really, really appreciate your plants, and we ought to create a better place for your plants. My tanks would be a good place because I have a lot of water there, and we could grow them like around the tanks or above the tanks. And then if you get more plants, we'll need more tanks. You know, like that.
Mhm.
Right. Ah,
Yeah, NC said these comments are making me laugh.
ah.
And wisdom from Father Fish.
Well, you know, I'll tell you where this goes back to. I've had any number of men come into my shop and say, I really want another tank, but my wife just won't let me do it. And I'll say, what? Is she involved at all? And you're, oh no, she doesn't like it. I said, well, I'll tell you what. I'm not gonna let you come back in here again unless you have your wife with you.
Mhm.
And you say, why is that? She doesn't even like it. I said, that's the rule. Because you two are at loggerheads about this, she needs to understand your enjoyment of fish. And the only way she's going to get that is for you to bring her into the shop. And when you do, you need to leave her alone and let her walk around and look in all the tanks. I'll help direct her. And she will find something that she absolutely adores. And when she does, you get it for her with her own tank
Mhm.
so that she can have her own tank and her own fish.
Mhm.
And it works every time. Every time.
I figured it would work every time.
It absolutely does because her problem is she doesn't like being excluded from
Mhm.
something you enjoy,
Mhm.
and you're excluding her. Now, why in the world would you do that? Here's the next phase of that relationship. And this is where the real joy comes in. Once you've done this, and each of you have tanks, then what you will notice is she will become very concerned with the feeding and the care of the animals, which will leave you the responsibility of the more mechanical aspects of the hobby, the filters, the heaters, the cleaning, the moving things around, the all of that stuff. And so what we'll develop is a division of labor that will substantially expand your ability to maintain even more. I know couples who have 100 tanks in their house,
That would be cool.
and they're both deeply involved, and they love it. And they each have their own area of responsibility, and they do not get into each other's way about it. Right. My fee is the cost of a bag of dirt.
Oh, it looks like we got Christian B. I didn't hear him come up.
He's been, oh, is he up?
Yeah, he's waiting in the lobby.
Oh, look at that. Sure
I
enough.
didn't even hear him.
There he is.
Hey.
Hey, y'all.
Christian, hey, how are you? Oh,
I'm
look
doing,
at those guppies.
Whoa.
doing
By the way, the green Severum are stunning. They're just wonderful. I love the bettas, but the Severums are terrific.
well. Thank you. I think they'll look a little better once they settle down from the trip.
Well, I'm sure everything very super healthy. Everything came through in perfect condition.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it. I stressed over that.
Well, you did extremely well.
This is a 10-gallon tank I set up about 8 months ago.
Cool.
Wow.
And I've been putting baby guppies in here, and I just got a mixed group of males and females.
And a couple of platies.
Yeah, a couple of
Yeah,
platies.
they're pretty guppies. Pretty guppies.
Yeah, they are.
And I've got some least killifish in here, or Formosa.
Oh, nice.
They're in there somewhere.
Yeah, I know. They're like that. I don't have a one. I need to get somebody to ship me up some Florida product. A bunch of things I need out of Florida.
Oh, I see one right there.
Yeah, I saw him.
And I've got a female betta in here. Of course, all my tanks.
There
Those
she
are
is.
beautiful females.
Yeah. Yeah, the bettas are really quite nice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you. I appreciate all the kind words. I'm having a little bit of an issue with algae in this tank, but I put some nearite snails in here. I'm thinking of getting a couple of mollies.
There's a least, Kelly. Right there at the bottom, right in the corner. Look at that.
Yeah, I actually caught a few least killies in a pond in Florida when I was on vacation. And
Right.
And these
So
are baby.
that's what they look like.
Yeah. Nice.
And then right next door, I got a 20-gallon long, and it's got platies and guppies and least killies, and of
Oh,
course
look at that.
a betta.
Right.
I don't have a tank that don't have a betta in it.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think I do either, actually. I got them everywhere.
And this is dwarf Sagittaria, but it don't look very dwarf anymore.
No, it doesn't, does it? It's right
Yeah, I
up
was-
at the top.
I was
And-
wondering if that was dwarf Sagittarius because it reminded me so much of Vallisneria, but it doesn't look as big as Vallisneria.
Yeah, it's narrower than Vallisneria, but it
The
grows.
matter of leaf, yeah.
I planted it only in the back of the tank, but it spread all the way to the front and all the way across from side to
Isn't
side.
that amazing how quickly it does that?
It
Oh, and-
is.
Fish method, it does.
And it looks good.
Well, thank you. All these guppies are just mutts. I mean, there's no one particular kind in there.
They are pretty. It's
They are
nice.
some pretty ones.
Ew.
And tons and tons of baby platies. There's a baby right there.
That is so cool.
Right.
All right. Well, I thought I'd just jump on here for a minute and show off these couple of tanks.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
You let me know when you're ready for plants or whatever. I owe you at this point.
Okay. Well, I'm still thinking about it, but I'll let you know
I can
pretty.
send you dirt too. If you want to get some new tanks set up.
Okay. I'll think about it and look and see what I need, and then I'll get back with you.
Okay. Sounds good, Christian. Take
It'll
care.
probably be after Christmas before I need anything.
All righty.
All right. Well, y'all have a good rest of
Bye
your
for
evening.
now. Thank you. You too.
You
All right.
too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. He's got a lot of beautiful fish. Those mutt guppies were adorable.
Oh dear.
I feel you on that. I'm starting to get tired too.
All right, we're getting down to it here. We got 15 minutes, guys.
Yeah.
15 minutes. Let's see what else is going on here. Cool in first place. Need to give you a wrench.
Yeah,
Do
nothing new.
you?
Nothing new on the comments on my side. That comment from NC is sweet. My mom is awesome letting me run this
Yeah,
operation.
you bet.
Hmm.
Well, I think your mom has got a tiger by the tail.
Hmm.
You'd be a hard one to keep down. I was about the same at that age.
Mhm. Yeah, me too. I was always somebody that was trying to go find interesting things out in the swamp, and then my mom would stop me. So, no playing in the swamp.
Huh.
And Todd, all you have to do is click the pin link at the top, and that'll bring you up where you can show off your tank.
Your Arapima is tearing up the tank?
Hmm.
Really? How big is it? How big is your Arapima, Donnie Cochran? That's the next fish I need to get. What? Water moccasin hatchling. What are we talking about?
That's what I'm curious too.
2 feet. That's a nice fish.
Yeah, it is.
That's a nice fish. Wow.
That's a big one. It looks like
What do
we
you
got
have
Todd.
it in? What do you have it in, Danny? Donnie. What size tank do you have it in?
It looks
Give
like
us some
Todd
pop
in the living room.
circles. Ah. Right, they go to 8 feet. It's a monster fish. It's the largest freshwater fish.
Wow.
You know, they
Yeah,
get
that's a monster.
they do get big. A 220 building a 500. Wow.
Oh, it looks like we got Todd up.
Yes, hi Todd.
Hey. Well, it looks like he did his camera mess
He's
up?
frozen.
Oh. Try to come out and come back in. That should fix the problem. Yeah, 8-foot fish. Yeah, that's impressive.
Oh, it's a very impressive fish.
Sounds it.
OFR, Ohio Rescue. Do they really?
Wow.
Wow. Wow. In the pool, I guess. Nice, Sailor Ed. Looking forward to it.
Maybe Todd will be able to come back up. Not sure what happened there other than internet connection and freezing.
In the monster pond, right? Wow. They call him Brutus. That's a big fish. It's Minnehaha.
Howdy.
Hi.
Showing up my fish tanks, my fish room.
Wow.
125 on top, 240s,
Wow.
20 longs,
That's an
55s,
amazing fish room.
and rack of 10s and 20s. So
Mercy. That's impressive. Did you build the racks?
yeah, everything's 2x4, 2x3 framing, painted
Corey,
black.
take a look at this. It's pretty impressive. Corey's going to be building some racks for us.
So most 10s and 20s are breedings. I breed a
You
lot of.
really don't have a lot of space between those tanks, do you? What's it,
No.
about 6 inches?
Oh, 6 inches? No, it's like maybe an inch or two, or
No, I
none.
don't mean that. No, I mean vertical.
Oh, vertical? Oh, it's like 9 inches or no, 6 inches, something like that.
It's got 6, yeah.
Yeah, but
We've
it's a
been
little
thinking
tight for
8.
accessibility, but it works when
I
you're
think
working with
we
tight
need 8,
space.
actually. Yeah, I like it. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, it
Thank you.
is.
The beautiful setup.
Yeah. So I got I don't know, rainbow fish are my main thing.
Oh,
And then I
wow.
got some apistos, and across
Oh,
here's all the rainbow fry. I don't think the camera will ever pick up any
oh,
of
wow.
these. Corridors
Mercy.
and
Was that black corridors?
yeah, black
Those are beautiful.
corridor Schultz eye. There's like
Right.
a dozen in there.
Beautiful.
I breed them, and then I also got a lot of the other tank. This is where I sell a bunch of these fish here. Yeah,
Grow out. Yeah.
yeah, the black corridors.
Where are you located?
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful system.
That it is.
Yeah, those are all the little rainbow fry.
Oh, my.
Yellow rainbows. So, right on. So I thought I'd just hop in here.
Oh, well, thank
I
you
can't.
so much. I'm really impressed. It's just stunning. I
Thank
want you
you.
to come
That
back
is.
and show us more, see your plants. That's a beautiful room.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Nice
All right.
to meet you. You
Talk to you
bet.
later.
We had somebody else up and went away.
Yeah, they kept dropping a couple of times.
Yeah, maybe they'll be back.
That fish one was impressive.
Pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
Mini wow, right? Yeah, I think so too, Willie.
Right.
Need to have him up here to really do a deep walkthrough.
Yes, that would be cool.
A dream room, Christian calls it. Certainly is, isn't it? One of the things I noticed is that everything, that not only was the floor clean, but the tanks were. The tanks were all just so. They were very well cared for. The whole thing was very neat and well organized. Adam is warming up his voice there. Sing along. Sing along. That'll be fun. Where are we getting down to it here? I want a fish barn, says Christian.
Oh, me too.
I've had friends who've had fish barns. That's kind of what I have now, really.
Yeah.
Sort of. It's a fish warehouse. Yeah, basements are the key to being able to do fish really effectively. Organization, you bet. You bet. That was pretty cool. All right. So you want to bring the song up?
Yeah, I can do that.
Why don't you bring it up and we'll get into it here. Somehow singing along really doesn't work, and I don't know why. I think it's the gap or something. I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah, it might be just the internet delay, but I'm not really
I
sure.
think it's a delay. And it's not much, but it's enough to make it really impossible to sing along.
Yeah, it does.
which is sad.
That it is.
But we do it anyway.
As they swim about their
We
home.
start over again.
I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I'm drawn into a world where my heart wants to go. I imagine scenes of beauty.
Wonderful. I love it.
Feel the warmth of
I love
I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I have traveled the world over, but never found the peace that comes from watching my fishes as they swim about their home. My heart is happy and I am content to sit and watch them swim. I will not be alone while the fishes are in my home. When the sun shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.
Well, good night, all.
Good
Love
night,
you
y'all.
all.
Love y'all.
I think we stand right here. Roo, roo.